Hey, welcome to the show. Today I have a division problem. I have 1,404 divided by 6. I got this problem from a subscriber that's having a little difficulty. I had a short that had the same problem, and my subscriber says, where did you get 6 times 3? So we're going to take a look, and we're just going to go slowly through the process. Sometimes when I do shorts, I have to talk really fast and be able to get it in with a minute or two. So it's better to watch one of my longer videos. Also, JHON, Lawrence Q, new subscriber, so thank you so much. I sure appreciate it. When you guys subscribe, it helps out my channel. Also hitting that likey button. And then I got another comment from ERRR, said, I kind of forgot this in middle school. Well, you know what? It's okay, because sometimes when we're not using mathematics, especially if you're learning like calculus or trig, and sometimes you're just not using it for a long time, it does. You forget about that. So it's okay to come over to my channel and get a refresher on some of this. So let's take a look at this problem right here. We're going to take it step by step. So first of all, I'm going to make this problem just a little bit smaller so I can work on this and put this right over here. Now, if you don't know your multiplication numbers, it's always a good idea to just write them off to the side, and that'll help you when you start doing division. So let me go ahead and put down our multiplication table of 6. All right, here I wrote down the multiplication tables of the 6s right here. So let's go ahead and begin. First of all, can I put 6 into 1? You just can't, can you? So we need to work with the number 14. How many times does 6 go into 14? And this chart will help you out big time. So I can go 6 times 2 equals 12. If I go 6 times 3, that is 18, and that is bigger than the number 14. So let's just use 2 right here. So I go ahead and put the 2 right above that 4 here. So then I go 2 times 6 equals 12. Just like this. And now my next step is going to be subtraction. So then 4 minus 2 equals 2. And then our next step is we're going to bring the 0 down. We're just going to drop it right down, just like this. Put the 0 right there. And then we start the whole process over. How many times can I put 6 into 20 without going over 20? So I'm just going to look right here. I have 18 and I have 24. Looks like 6 times 3 would be 18. So hopefully I'm answering your question. You're saying, where did I get 6 times 3? This is our next process. We need to be able to do 6 times 3, and that'll be the number we can get into 20. So I'm going to put 3 right here. So 3 times 6 would be 18. And then I'm going to go ahead and subtract. So that's 0 minus 8. Please don't get confused. That's not 8. It's like, how many times I got 0 cookies and you want to take 8 from me? You can't do it. You need to make that number bigger. You need to borrow. So I need to borrow 1 from the 2. This will be a 1. Now this turns into a 10. So now I can do it. 10 minus 8 is 2. So I put the 2 right here. And now I'm going to go ahead and make this problem a little bit smaller. So I have some more room to work on there. This is a lot better than just writing on a regular whiteboard. So I'll have a link down below where you can find this, the smartboard here. It's really nice to work with. All right, next step, after we subtracted, we have to bring the next number down, which would be a 4. So I just drop that down. Oops, gotta put the pin on there. I like doing beatboxing once in a while. Put the 4 right there. Got to make math fun. You just have to make it fun. So now, how many times can I put 6 into 24? Look right here. I have 24 right here. That is 6 times 4 equals 24. So I'm going to go ahead and put my 4 right here. So 4 times 6 equals 24. And then I subtract, and I have a remainder of 0. And I really appreciated that you had a question. It says, where did you get 6 times 3? You just didn't give up. It's like, oh, I don't understand it. I'm just going to give up. I like it when students ask questions because it just brings out more understanding. And so don't give up. If you don't understand something, write it down. Ask your teacher. Or if you need to ask me, put it down in the comments, and I'll try to help you out. I do choose comments once in a while to work on the show here. And so I'm always reading the comments. And it's okay to make mistakes because we learn so much from mistakes. I work a lot with robotics, and it's so fun because it's fun to have mistakes, because when something is not working or it breaks down, sometimes we look at the code and we're like, you know what, that mistake was really cool. How did that happen? And sometimes a mistake turns into a happy mistake. And one more story. I worked in the video game business for quite a few years for Activision. And so as an artist, I was making 3D models and special effects. So sometimes, yes, we did make mistakes, but it was so much fun because sometimes when we tried to fix our mistakes, we would end up with something way cooler than what we were planning on doing. So mistakes are okay. And so, yeah, just keep learning and make it fun. All right. Hey, I hope you're going to have a fun day out there. Get some exercise, do some playing. We'll talk to you later. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Adios.